Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. So I told you guys you didn't want to miss tonight's call. We have an impromptu wine night, everyone. Teams that drink wine together stay together. So
Or Shakeology.
and Shakeology and water, and the healthy stuff. But let's get started. I'm going to mute everyone real quick. And tonight we have a lot to talk about. So it's the end of the month, right? And it's our time whether we decide, do we want to hit Success Club or are we going to let it slide by until next month, right? And I know for me, it's my non-negotiable. Back in November 2013 when I signed up, I went to the Platinum Edge Conference, which I highly recommend. It's in November. I can get you guys the exact dates. And it's a smaller summit. So there's about 1,000 coaches only allowed in. We're all a part of the same team that Christine Dwyer runs, and I highly recommend it. So I remember they said, you know what, you need to set non-negotiables in your business each and every month. You know, how many people you're going to talk to each and every day, how many people you're going to help each and every month. It's up to you guys to set those non-negotiables. So for me, I walked out of that conference. October was my first month ever hitting Success Club. I failed to hit Success Club August, and September, my first 2 months as a coach. So I want you guys to know, you know what, if you don't hit it right out of the gate, don't give up. As Tanya said today, you know what, she sold her first challenge pack today, which is amazing. And it doesn't matter how long you've been a coach. It matters when your mind shifts. So in that presentation, they said, you know what, you need to set no matter what. What is yours? Is it Success Club 5? Because that's what it should be. In order to be a successful coach, you want to be hitting Success Club because it's a marker each and every month. It's not just a cool club to be in or, you know, something for recognition. If you excel in recognition, of course, you'll like it. But just helping, you know, setting that benchmark of helping 3 to 5 people each and every month get healthy and change their life. Why not you? Why not start? So why not have that takeaway now? You still have, you know, 4 days left. Just want to make sure it's not 3, there's 4, because today counts. I want you guys to get off this call and decide, do you want to hit Success Club? Do you want to go out there and change a life, or do you not? Personally, for me, I'm not at my goal yet. I'm far from my goal, and I'm not giving up. What am I going to do when I get off this call? I'm going to send messages. I'm going to talk to more people. I'm going to, you know, build those relationships. It's not just about successful points. It's about just literally making friends. It's about caring for others. It's about, you know, doing what you normally wouldn't, stepping out of that comfort zone. I posted a photo today. I had a terrible day yesterday eating-wise, and I could have easily, you know, posted about that, and I didn't yet. I will. I'm going to lead up to it. But I posted a picture, my progress picture, because I find that literally lately, people know that I've been a coach for a little while now, almost 2 years, and so I feel like I've been getting criticized a lot lately. I've had people message me saying, wow, it really took you 2 years to lose 20 pounds. Wow, you only look like that after 2 years? Like, seriously. And I made a post today, and I was directed at all those haters, and I decided I didn't care. I was like, you know what? I don't care if I lose followers from this post because it's Kate, because it's just not worth it to me. I'm not going to get criticized, critiqued for people saying that to me because they don't know my story. And I like to say, you know what? You can't hate someone if you know their story. If you genuinely know someone's story and they open up to you, or you see on social media, you can't hate them. I have people in high school that were so mean to me, used to make fun of me, or they wouldn't talk to me, and they're liking my posts and they're signing up. So you never know who you're going to inspire, but you have to step out of that comfort zone. And with that, I'm going to share a little bit more. Tanya, I know, stepped out of her comfort zone yesterday. Not only did she post a video of her doing size on Instagram, which is crazy. Videos were the hardest thing for me to post because it's not just like, of course you can take a photo and have it be perfect lighting, but a video, it just really shows who you are. And she posted a video. If you guys did not, check her out her video, first off, putting you on the spot, girl. And second is listen to the Team Iron Edge call about recommitting. I want you guys to watch it. I am halfway through it as well, and I'm going to finish watching, and I will be making a quick recording about, I'm not really recommitting because I feel like I've been very consistent, but I will be making a video about why I do what I do. And I want to challenge you guys, why not make a video or a post tomorrow? I suggest video personally about why you do what you do, why you're so passionate about it, and why you're going to be relentless. Use that word. Be like, I'm going to be relentless to help other people because it means that much to me. I was sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. And so now I know it's my turn to help others get out of that situation. Tell people, this is the vehicle that can get them to their goals if they believe it can. If they give you that chance, remind people of the money back guarantee. And with that, I'm going to go into tonight's call. I had a little long opening, but I want to talk tonight about, having heart, having hustle, having passion and persistence. I will say this business is a business of, consistency. You need to have persistence. You need to never give up when the going gets tough. Why would you give up is my question. I have had so many coaches give up and come back, which I'm not saying anything about that, but it's hard, right? Because you're going to leave what you have right now and then rejoin later. Instead, when the going gets tough, keep going. It's up to you guys to keep fighting. So that's why our team name's Team Knockout, because when I was going through my hardest times, I kept coaching. I kept helping other people because I knew it was keeping me accountable. It was keeping me, it was giving me that sense of hope that I know I needed, and I knew others needed to hear it too. When I stopped hiding that I was going through such a hard time and started sharing about it was when my business really took off. I could have easily, in the beginning, I tried to hide my health issues because I'm like, who would want a coach like that? Who would want a coach that cries every night because of how sick I was? Who would want a coach that sometimes can't work out, right? So I don't want to cry on you guys, but it's true. Why wouldn't you want a coach that, has been in the trenches with you and that will be in the trenches? I know there's so many people that, like bodybuilders and stuff that are coaches, which is all great. But what about having someone that's in the trenches with you as opposed to being up higher than you? That's my question. So why not get started now as a coach and have that passion and persistence come through in your posts? But guess what? It won't come through if you don't share it. So I want you guys to relentlessly share your story. I try to share my story, bits and pieces of it every day, because you get new followers. You get new eyes on you every day as a coach. And it's one thing to, come out saying you're a coach on social media. It's another thing living up to it. You aren't just a cheerleader. You're a coach. You're someone that just leads by example. That's it. That's it. Point A, point B. Lead by example. I know Kate, and before I call on her, because I asked Kate to speak on the call tonight, is I remember in our challenge groups, it was a day that I didn't want to post. I've shared the story before, post on social media about my journey. And I remember I'm like, who would want me as a coach right now? I'm going through such a hard time. And literally the month that it was the hardest time ever for me, Kate came out of the woodwork and she said, you know what? I've been watching your posts. I see what you're doing and I want a piece of it. And she signed up, and I could have made excuses saying, you know what, she told me, that her money is tight because she's a grad student, or that maybe she didn't want my help. But guess what? Instead of shooting myself in the foot and, making up all these excuses and all these reasons why I shouldn't invite her to join us, I invited her. And she's here today kicking ass, and she's on the team. So, but I will say she signed up as a discount coach. Each and every month I told her how much she was inspiring others, and she kept saying, no, I think I'm good. I don't think so. So never give up on people. And Tanya even said to me yesterday, like, thank you for not giving up on us. And I told her, I was like, you know what? Although I sent the wrong emoji, no big deal. I sent like a crying face instead of like a heart. I want you guys to know, never give up on someone, because you never know who's gonna be inspired by your post that day. Those people in high school that I'm, obviously wasn't friends with, they're coming out of the woodwork because they need my help. Kate and I were literally acquaintances, and she came out and asked me for help because she saw I was genuine on Facebook. So, be real, be vulnerable. I actually stepped way outside my comfort zone, guys, today. I didn't post it yet, but I'll wait till probably tomorrow or the next day because I posted a lot just now. But I took a video. So my goal for Summit, back when I signed up, was, to be able to work out however I wanted in shorts and a sports bra, you know what I mean? And not have my stomach be uncomfortable, because I've always had issues with my stomach. I literally couldn't wear tight fitting clothes last Summit because my stomach was literally, I probably looked 8 months pregnant. I'm not kidding you. So how hard was it for me to take progress photos then, So I want you guys to never give up. Just share what you're going through. If you're going through a struggle, sorry, my computer's lagging. Is it? No? Okay, my end is lagging big time. But I want you guys just to share it. So today, I set a goal for this summit to, work out at the Super Workout in my Lulu shorts, my Lululemon shorts, and my sports bra. Totally didn't happen because I just didn't even think of it. I forgot that I set that goal. But I worked out today, and I was comfortable, and I'm like, wow, people do this? That's crazy. You know what I mean? Because I set this goal, and I know it's the weirdest goal ever, but just set a goal for yourself. A progress goal. Just like you set business goals, set progress goals for yourself. You're setting progress goals, set business goals. I have goals for everything in my life, schoolwork, everything, like getting up on time. That's a struggle for me. So I want you guys just, you know, have that passion and persistence shine through in what you're doing. So with that, I'm going to spotlight Kate. Okay. You're on the spotlight on the big screen.
Yeah, I see myself.
So I want to ask you, what changed in the past month? Because I know we were just talking about it before you came on the call. Well, before everyone else came on the call was, you know, what changed before you'd say, you know what, I want to hit Success Club. You'd end up at 4 points every month, and then you would let it go.
Yeah.
Of course, you were changing lives, right?
Right.
But it wasn't the goal you wanted. So can you share a little bit about what changed for you?
Yeah, I'm not even really sure if I know what specifically changed. I know that I don't know. I think June was like a really good month for me and just like in and of myself. I knew I was making the change to 21 Day Fix because I had been doing T25 since September, which is a really long time. I had never finished the program, but I was like consistently doing these workouts. Like I got Coach of the Month in June, which was weird to me. Like, but also
you do so much, and that's the things you're like myself, and I'm like, really? I do all that? No, you.
Yeah, I mean, it's like sitting here.
So many people. So I want you to remember that. Is it sitting right there?
Yeah. My gift. My 3-day refresh. I think I just like started thinking, I mean, first of all, I think this month watching coaches go to Summit, I was just like sitting there and I'm like, oh, this is nice. Like they're going to Summit. And then I was like, oh, like I'm not going to Summit. And like thinking about that. And like, I mean, I'm a teacher, so taking the summer off to really work my business was like my plan all along. And like Sarah, you and I had talked about that, about how like this is going to be a good summer because I was going to be able to work my business and like really dedicate myself to it. And I think it really worked. I think that I think it's being consistent. Like I post so many times and I think I must be the most annoying person on Instagram and Facebook, but like whatever. I mean, if I'm annoying people, like I figure they'll just unfollow me.
Real quick, I remember I had those same views last year when I posted and you reached out to me. Yeah. But also remember that you're friends with all these other coaches on Facebook, on other people's news feeds. You might be that only one positive person.
That's true.
That's a huge perspective change that really changed how I looked at it too. Yeah.
So I think that like posting more consistently, I've noticed that more people are watching me.
Oh yeah.
Like more people are consistently watching me. And like I've had people randomly, like Sarah's talking about me coming out of the woodwork. Like I've had random people come out of the woodwork. Like boys that I worked with but never talked to in college, and like they're coming out of the woodwork being like, it's okay if you gained a pound, like it's probably just muscle mass. Like it's more important that you look great and you feel great. And I'm like, whoa, thanks. This is cool. Really consistency, and I think I'm just like really believing in myself and kind of like embracing my own faults. Like I don't pretend
that's definitely happening for you. And you also completed 21 Day Fix, which is huge.
Yeah.
Getting a program under your belt is like the best feeling. I'm not even kidding. You're like, I completed that. Why not you? You know what I mean? Just completing.
Yeah.
Totally huge. And Kate did that just recently. Also, I feel like you plugged in a lot to the team page.
Yeah.
And you're really sharing like what you're doing with the other coaches. So can you talk a little bit about, you know, your hustle that you were talking about today? And
oh my God, the hustle's real. The hustle's hard. Because it's just like constant. Like today I was telling Sarah, like I'm like juggling like a million messages, and the most annoying part of it is that like once you send them, then they all start coming in, and it's like, wait a minute, I've got like 50 more I gotta send. Like why are you answering right now? And like I want to stop, and like I mean the other part of it that I've thought about to myself is like in the beginning of this business I really thought to myself like, hey, like I'm trying to hit Success Club, why aren't these people buying challenge packs? And like it's gotta be about the real big shift, I think, is when I started shifting and being like, my goal and like my mission is to help other women.
Yeah.
Like that was a huge shift for me and for people relating to me, because I think people's first instincts, I know it was my first instinct, this sounds terrible, but I know like when I was like watching Sarah, my first instinct was like, she's doing this for herself. Like she doesn't actually want to help me. Mm-hmm. She wants to help herself in this like business. And like, I don't know if that's okay or not. And like, that's weird. And like, it's weird, especially for your friends, like people that are close to you are like, oh, I don't know. And like, I've had friends be like, oh, I thought you told me you weren't making money off of this. And because like, I was talking to them about it in like December, and like, I wasn't making any money in December because I refused to be a coach. But like, it's not about that for me. And like, when I really like dug into like this mission of like helping other women be confident in themselves and like believing in themselves and like stopping this like limiting behavior and stopping comparing themselves and like stopping all of this, like those are battles that I face. Like they're not just like these like general battles that I'm like, hey, women all over the world, like, do you face these battles? But like I share them about myself, and people are like, hey, like you're not alone in that. Like I do that too. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Like we gotta stop. And like taking it to a mission about other women has really, it helps people understand that like I'm not just like selling them stuff. Like
yeah,
that's not my goal. Like I'm not, I don't even know. Like, I mean, it's more about them and it's less about me. And like, that's a powerful change. And like, when I realized like for Sarah, it was about me and not about her, I was like going. And like, yeah, maybe it didn't happen last August when I bought my challenge pack, or maybe it didn't happen right away in September, but like, you know, like I realized it worked for me when I started waking up every morning at 5 a.m. going for it, because that's when I was working out all September, all October into November, 5 a.m. every morning. Like no one knew I was doing that. You know, like Sarah knew I was doing that. Maybe people in the group knew I was doing that. But like when I realized it was about me for her too, like it was about me for her, not about her. Like that was a huge change. So I like try to replicate that for the people on my team, and like people like my team.
Your team.
My people, my crew of girls. But like I try to really support them and like message them and care about them, and like what are they making for dinner, and like what are they doing, how was work, like I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm finding.
I agree. No, I love how you actually went in on that. I find when you change your focus from, you know, it's about me to them, it's a game changer. And I know for me that really helped. What now, like I was telling Brian actually the other day, and he was like, oh yeah, well, don't you have messages to do? Like, oh, once in a while he'll be like, oh, that sucks. Like, don't you want to go to bed? Like, I'm not even kidding. This happens. And I say, it doesn't suck. Can you not say that? And I'm not being mean. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't suck to me because these people are my friends. I have so many challengers, people that have never bought a thing, them text me. I'm not kidding. Text me every day just to talk. And I love that. And I just love how it's created such a community of people, because I remember before I felt like I was by myself. I remember when Carly used to tag me on things on Facebook when she was my coach and I was a challenger, I would take them off my Facebook. I was so embarrassed. And like, no one else has a weight issue. No one else is feeling unconfident. I'm by myself. And that's when, you know, it really shifted for me. I'm like, Carly cares about me enough to know that others want to know about what I'm doing, right? So she started tagging me in things, and she started, you know, encouraging me. And that's why I became a coach, was because I saw that it's more than, you know, just yourself. And what you create is bigger than yourself. You sign up one person or you talk to one person, it's bigger than yourself. You're caring about other people. Does that make sense? Does anyone have anything else to say? Kate, do you have anything you want to say?
Not really, no. I don't know. I think it's been like really great this month, focusing on other people, and like they really learn to trust you. Like yes. You can't underestimate that. Like, and this month, I think the biggest thing that changed was I really took the focus off of my sales and like focused on two things. I focused on like my journey and being honest on social media. And then I focused on like the people that I was with. Like I focused on them more than I focused on like, where am I at for Success Club? Like, yeah, it's always great when you like sell a challenge pack, Tanya, shout out. But like, it's always great when like that happens, because you know that you're stepping your business forward. But like, what's even better is like, example, like today I had a girl messaged me from college. Like, she's a girl that I knew in college. By knew, I mean, like, I knew Sarah better than I knew this girl. And like, that's
saying a lot.
Like, I didn't even know Sarah.
Talk to Kate before, guys. I used to think Kate was like the most confident person, had so many friends, and I'm like, and I'm over here, shy as can be.
No, Kate was really good at faking confidence. But like, this girl that I like barely talked to, she just like, I don't even know. She like messaged me and she's like asking me about like how I got started with Beachbody and like talking about like whatever's going on. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm like blabbing at you about like how like much better I feel about myself and like how great this program is and like how like I've grown as a person. I feel like I'm really myself. And like for the first time ever, like I'm not afraid of that. Like, and she was just like, I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'll try not to like talk your ear off anymore. And she was like, no, like I keep asking you because I care. Like, I can't imagine a time where like I wouldn't be so critical of myself. And like, I was so shocked. I'm like, oh my God, like here's this girl that I like, this is literally the most I've ever talked to her. And it's mostly me talking at her on Facebook, but like, she's confiding this in me.
Yeah.
And like, that's wild. Like, that's wild that like a girl that I barely know. And like, she messaged me on her own and was like, your posts are so inspiring. I'm so excited. Like every time I see them and I'm like, oh my God, like you're so great. Like, and I just like, I'm talking to her genuinely. And like, my interest in her is not like, hey, can I sign her up with a challenge bag? It's like, hey, like what's going on with her? Like, could she benefit from personal development? Could she benefit from like the vital behaviors of being a coach? Like, what is she going through? Not just like, it's a game changer for your business, but I also think it's a game changer for you as a person. And like, you got to remember that, like, you're not just here. I think when you lose sight of yourself as a person, you like your coaching drifts.
Yeah.
Or like the success drifts.
No, it does. Absolutely. And when you lose sight of, you know, your own personal, not battles, I'll say, but journey.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you lose track of your journey, which is easy to do when you're helping so many other people, but it's our job to be accountable and to lead by example. And I know that's what Kate does very well and why she got Coach of the Month, because she just leads by example in our challenge groups and on social media. If you guys haven't seen her posts, check them out. They're great. And that's actually how I started talking to Kate about coaching. She did sign up as a discount coach, and that was just the best way for her to save money. And I actually recommend a lot of my challengers do that. And I forget how it even started. I kept telling her, you know, you were doing so great. And then all of a sudden I go on Instagram one day because she was liking my stuff, and I noticed, I'm like, this girl's coaching without even coaching. So I want you guys to, you know, like she was posting every meal, like everything. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And sometimes I feel like it's once someone trusts you. I know when Kate and I got on our first GSR, and she was starting Coach Basics, and she did a video. And she was telling me, you know, why. And I remember I was like crying my eyes out. I'm like, we barely, you know, we only know each other a little bit. I haven't seen her in how many years. And this girl is like confiding in me. So that alone is just crazy for me to think that, you know, this business is bigger than, you know, Success Club. It's bigger than, you know, just helping other people. It's about, you know, making these relationships. So with that, if there's anything else you want to add, Kate, or anything, if not, we're good. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stop recording.